Major purchases require major savings, and let's be honest, not everyone is a natural at budgeting and saving money. There is no shortcut to saving money. It takes time, effort, and patience. But there are things you can do to make the process easier. Welcome, money finders. This channel is for personal finance and entrepreneurs who want to have financial freedom. In today's video, we'll be talking about top 10 ways to save for big purchases. Number 1. Set a budget. Almost all good savings plans start with a solid budget. Once you know how much you are spending, try to find areas where you can cut back. Some changes to your usual spending habits will make a bigger difference than others. Scaling back your daily cafes can be a great start, but moving back home for a short while, if you can, is likely to make a much bigger difference to your bottom line. It can be overwhelming to think about the amount of money you'll need for a big expense like paying for a wedding or making a down payment on your first home or a car loan. A great place to start is calculating how much you'll need to save each month to meet your goal. For example, let's say you're planning to get married in 18 months and you want to have $10,000 saved up to cover some of the wedding expenses. $10,000 divided by 18 months comes out to $555 per month. That probably sounds like a lot of money, and that's because it is a lot of money. Here are some ways you can take to help turn the dream into reality. Once you know how much you'll be spending each week, decide how much you can start saving. Make sure your budget is achievable. You are likely to get more out of 12 months of moderate savings than 12 days of big savings. If you can, save a similar amount to what you expect your home loan repayments will be that can help you budget over the longer term. Number 2. Supplementing your income. Looking for ways to save up more money faster? If you're looking for creative ways to increase your income, here are some money-making ideas that don't involve getting a second or third job. A. Leverage your social income. Are you a social media influencer? Wingsplay will pay you to share videos on Facebook, Twitter, or your blog. Every time one of your followers watches the video you've shared, you get paid. B. Make money online. One of the most legitimate ways of making money online is to offer your services as a virtual assistant (VA). If you have a reliable internet connection, you could pick up jobs ranging from writing, graphic design, researching, editing, transcription, data entry, and more. VA jobs can be found at Elance, Upwork, and Guru. A few hours online on the weekend could help you earn some extra cash fast. Every Mondays, we do a video on how to make money online, so be sure to subscribe to my channel and also click bell notifications so you can join the notification squad. C. Sell your photos. Stock photo companies such as Shutterstock, iStock Photo, and 123RF will pay you for your images. If you love taking pictures, follow the submission guidelines and you could get paid every time one of your images is downloaded. D. Sell your stuff. You know what they say, one man's junk really can be another's treasure. It's time to get rid of the unwanted or unneeded items you have collecting dust throughout your home. Have a yard sale or list unwanted items on Craigslist or eBay. Clothing and furniture can be sold through your local consignment store. You can even sell unused electronics and even gift cards for some extra cash. Number 3. Pay yourself first. Even if you can't afford to save enough to hit your goal in the allotted time, pay yourself first. Set up an automatic transfer on payday from your checking account to your savings account. This way, you won't be tempted to skimp on saving because you don't have enough money left over towards the end of a pay period. An even more foolproof method is to set up a direct deposit with your employer, since it's much harder to cancel a direct deposit than it is to cancel an online banking transfer. Number 4. Set a timeline. When you set a goal, it needs a time limit. Otherwise, it lacks any sense of urgency and dies a slow death in the maybe one day bucket of procrastination. Besides, without a timeline, how do you know how much you need to save each month? Aim for a realistic but challenging timeline that pushes you a little. It should stretch you to achieve it, but it shouldn't be so unattainable as to set you up for failure. In some cases, your goal may represent a moving target. For example, home values constantly change, and the longer you wait, the more you'll likely need as a down payment. Number 5. Pay off debt as you go. The longer you are in debt, the harder it is to get out of debt, and the harder it is to work towards your other personal finance goals. If you are currently carrying debt, especially high interest debt like credit card debt, check out our video on how to get out of debt. The link is in the card. Getting out of that hole quickly will not only help you in the long term, it will also make it easier to get laser focused on achieving your goal. Number 6. Pay less by buying used. Another great option for saving is to buy used, online or in a thrift store. Some great options for buying used and saving cash are eBay, the Facebook Marketplace, and your local thrift store. Number 7. Pay with cash. When you make purchases with a credit card, you are paying more for the item when you include the card's interest rate if you don't pay off your credit card balance in full each month. Depending on the card, that could be anywhere from 12% to 30% higher than the cash price of an item. Resist the urge to make purchases with your card and only buy something when you have the cash for it. Number 8. Start small. If 20% of your take-home pay seems like a lot, start small, even if it's $50 or $100 per month. Just like with exercise, saving only a little is better than saving nothing at all, and you are much more likely to keep saving if you set small, achievable goals. Number 9. Consider investing the money. If you only need to save for a few months for your big purchase, a high-interest savings account suffices. But if your time horizon measures in years rather than months, earning a return on your savings helps you reach your goal faster. Even so, look to low-risk, stable short-term investments for holding your savings. The last place you want to find yourself is having lost money rather than earned it. At the same time, you also don't want to lose money to inflation. Consider extremely safe investments like treasury inflation-protected securities to earn a return on your money and avoid inflation. Number 10. Set up an account buffer. An account buffer is a stash of money, think 1 to 2 weeks of living expenses, that you use to cover expenses that you maybe didn't plan for, like if you get a crack in your car's windshield and have to pay your $250 car insurance deductible to replace it. Having an account buffer will help you avoid the temptation to dip into your savings when money is tight, so it can keep growing. So, money finders, what can you add to our list of top 10 ways to save for big purchases? We love hearing your comments and feedback. Now you always watch our video till the end. Here is your bonus. Negotiate a lower price to bring the finish line to you. Everything in life is negotiable, and the more expensive the purchase, the more room there is for negotiation. Home sellers accept low offers all the time. The same goes for car sellers, both private owners and dealerships. With effective negotiation strategies, you may not need as much money as you first thought. When the finish line comes into sight, start probing sellers with low offers to see if they will come to you. You might find an early end to your savings marathon. To learn more about top 10 ways to get out of debt and build wealth, click into this video right here. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.